Hey guys, this is Rusty and welcome to another episode of our Skyblock series, where, as you could have seen in the time-lapse, I have finally gotten around to finishing some of our projects from the last episode. So we finally have a storage solution when it comes to our nether fortress farm. And me finishing these little details also includes having these daylight sensors up here, because I forgot to craft them in the last episode. So we've got those in. And then we of course have this massive sorting system, which I can show you right now. If we kill some of these mobs, you can see that none of their drops no longer drop down on the floor, and just like this, you can see, there we go, that the items get thrown up into the air and pushed over all of these sorting modules. So we are sorting out bones, coal, gold nuggets, blaze rods. This one is for gold ingots, but it's currently empty, and wither skeleton skulls. And we are using some hopper minecart item filters, which are insanely fast, so we can just push the items over the ice and the filters will filter the stuff we need, and the rest of it will just come right over the edge, being thrown right into the void. I can smack them once more to show you more of this, and there we go, whoop! And the arrows and the rods of flesh go into the void. Also, another thing I forgot to mention in the last video is why I've built this farm away from the main tower. The main reason is that I didn't want to take down the entire tower. So I've used my knowledge that this map was created in a way that there was a normal nether landscape previously, with a giant fortress all over here, and the creator just removed the entire nether, so the game still remembers that there was a fortress here previously. So when I put back some of the nether bricks, the game thinks that that is the original nether fortress that was here. So we get our blazes and wither skeletons spawning. I can even show you how the original fortress looked, just like this. And this is the bounding box of the original fortress. You can see the different parts, it's really giant. But apart from these parts right here, we have this giant red box that encompasses the entire nether fortress. And in this box, wherever you place nether bricks, it will count that as part of the nether fortress. So I built this farm as low as possible while still being in this red box. Yep, but now we can get to the main part of this video, which will be killing the Ender Dragon to get ourselves some shulker boxes that we will use to build the main storage for this entire world. So let's get to that. And now we can head into this nether fortress tower, because on top of it we have our end portal. And I think that I am fully prepared and have everything that we'll need. Some food, blocks, so I can just jump right in. And we are here, but I think you've seen this fight countless times, so I'll skip through it a bit. So enjoy! And that's it. We've just beaten Minecraft, so see ya, end of the series. Yeah, but believe it or not, this was my first fight with the Ender Dragon after like 5 years or so. So I was a bit scared that it would be a problem for me. But it's really easy if you have some basic tools. And we also have this dragon egg right here. So, just like that, the next generation, we have the dragon egg. And now, where do we have the gateway? So that we can start hunting the shulkers. And I'm already seeing our first entity also with a ship. And boom, 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 and you're down. We've got the advancement for reaching the entity. And our first shulker box. There we go. And we should have some loot up here in these chests. Haha, diamonds! Woo! Our first diamonds in the series, although we are fully decked out in diamond armor already. Yeah, villagers. Bam! We've got our first elytra. Sky's the limit. Yay! Whoo! Yep, and what do we have when it comes to other items? Ooh, this pickaxe looks quite decent. Some more diamonds. Well, and we are back from our journey in the end. So now we can whiz around our island like nobody's business. Check out this building over here that we have, which we will expand in this episode, and fly over to our new ice farm that I wanted to show you anyway. Or if we want, visit our new geode that we have. Yep, just like that. Was I really going that fast? I didn't feel like I was. Well, anyway, I'm glad I raided multiple entities, so we have a spare elytra, so we can craft some more rockets. Some armor so that this thing doesn't repeat. Yep, we have some spare armor over here. Boom, boom. We can now just cross our fingers that anything is left of our items. So paper, fireworks. Yeah, this was really the proper way to celebrate getting our new wings, losing them right away. Oh, yeah, the elytra survived. Great. Yeah, and also our boots, and also our legendary chorus fruit. I have this because on the way back from the end, I actually ran out of food. So I just grabbed some of the chorus fruit that was growing everywhere around me, and it actually gives you 2 bars of hunger, which is quite decent if you ignore the fact that it teleports you around. But now let's get to some more resource gathering. here we are. About 9 hours of nether fortress farming and pigling bartering later. And we've got a ton of resources, as you can imagine, that we can use in today's project as well as some of the future ones. Because we've got this stuff right here, a ton of ender pearls, string, crying obsidian, normal obsidian, and tons of leather, then a lot of Soul Speed 3 books, so I don't think we will need any more anytime in the future. Yep. Then some iron, yeah, fire charges, yada yada yada. And the most important thing we've got over 18 stacks of nether quartz, which should be just enough to cover us for today's project. Then we've got gravel, blackstone, soul sand. Oh, blackstone we will also use in today's project, because I added some custom recipes to this map myself, because the map creator, I don't know if he forgot or he just didn't want to add them, but he didn't add any ways to get the new blocks that come with the 1.17, or at least some of them, like moss or the thing we will use today, which is deep slate, and other blocks like this. So I will include all of the recipes right now on the screen. I think that they are all quite fair and viable for us to make in large scale for our projects, because honestly that's why I'm adding them, not only to use them but to use them where I want. And we've got some extra stuff, some nether bricks, yep, that's pretty much it from the bartering. And we can also check the results of our nether fortress farming. I tried to store everything into shulker boxes, but I actually ran out of shulker shells. I farmed about 50 of those, and as you can see I ran out quite quickly. So we've got a ton of bone blocks, we even got some more than a shulker box of coal blocks. Yeah, over 2.5 shulker boxes. Then some more of this, yeah. And one of the most surprising things that we got is almost 18 stacks of wither skeleton skulls. So that's like, what, 6 stacks of withers? So 6 stacks of beacons? I think we'll have plenty for our projects. And that's about everything we've got. So I'll try to pack everything that we've got during this session and get it all over to our storage that we have right now, so that we can start working on our main project. And that's all, the gathering of our resources finished. We've got quite a few stuff that we will use in this episode. Yeah, buying all of this redstone from the villagers and the iron needed for those hoppers took quite some time, especially these observers, because all the quartz was just such a pain to get. Not even talking about the chests and barrels, which also took a ton of wood, but mainly the cobblestone for the droppers and stuff. Yep, I really just had to get quite a lot of stuff for this project. But now we can finally get to creating our main storage, which we will create up here, because I don't have my arrows. Will you jump down on me? Doesn't seem like it. Well, I want to use this building that we have right here to house our main storage for this world. And you might think, well, you built this house quite small to house an entire storage room. And you are right, but we will go ahead and go below this house. So we will have the main storage as kind of a basement for this one. But now enjoy the time lapse of me using all of the materials we've gathered. Ta-da! This is our new storage room. Of course, I'm talking about the inside, so let's head there. You can see that we've got this nice railing, some stairs going up over here, where I haven't done that much, as you can see. And if we head down into the basement, you can see this small... Yep, it goes further. And if we head down here, this trapdoor should be flipped up. That's just an indicator for us. We've got a lot of chests that we can use to store our items. We have some junk left here from the process of building. And now, what was the purpose of this design? Well, my main goal was to build a storage room that looked like a normal room, not like all of those really technical storage rooms that have just rows of chests stacked next to each other. So I still have rows of chests, as you can see right here, but they are made in a way that we don't have the perfect amounts of chests per block, but it at least looks quite decent. We still have quite a lot of storage. Even these pillars over here have barrels behind them, so even this is kind of a row of chests. So this whole wall is pretty much just storage. Yep, as you can see, all of these are either chests or barrels. And I'm hoping that the fact that some of these have a bit less storage won't really affect us in the long run. And I think this is kind of a nice way to make a storage room that still looks quite decent. This storage room actually has quite a lot of unique features. This chest over here is our input, where if we put items in here, we can either put shulker boxes or normal items. The shulker boxes will automatically get unloaded and sorted from the rest. Then the items will travel up and get sorted into our different chests, and we can even set up item filters that have multiple items, so we can have multiple items in one chest. At the moment, I sadly don't have any of the item filters set up, so we will have to wait for the next episode for that, because I will do that in between these two episodes, as that will still take quite a lot of work. We have these chests over here, which will be used for bulk storage, because we will have farms for different stuff that will accumulate quite quickly, so we can assign each of these rows to a single item, so we can then get some of these items out and store them in shulker boxes. Another thing is that we are actually sorting out unstackable items, like some buckets, minecarts, shears and flint and steel, shulker boxes, even potions. Over here we even have this part that is actually a hidden furnace. So if we put something into these three chests up top, it will automatically get smelted and be put over here into these barrels if we supply some fuel in this chest. Then we've got a ton of other stuff, like if our storage room overflows, the extra items will be put into these barrels over here. Yep, and as you can see, we've got these kind of hidden crafting tables and some other stuff like this hidden smithing table, some stone cutters in the ceiling over here. And what else do we have? Yep, we've got some looms that we of course will use a ton, maybe. And what else do we have? We've got a grindstone right here, a brewing stand, and oh, actually, this block right here is actually an upside down stair that is waterlocked and has an infinite water source right next to it, so that we can grab unlimited buckets of water from this stair alone. And that's pretty much everything we've got in this storage room. You can also notice this giant hole in the wall right here, which I'm planning to have a water elevator from the bottom right to here, but I haven't implemented that yet, so at the moment it's just a giant hole for us to make it easier to fly into our storage room. And there you have it from the outside. And that's about it. I will set up all the item filters for the next episode and also move all of our belongings up here, so this can become a fully functional storage room for us. But if you've enjoyed this video, I really hope you will leave a like, and I'll see you next time.